Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day and that you're not freezing to death. So today I wanted to talk about menopause. It's something that's fascinated me for quite a few years because just kind of seeing my mother-in-law and my mom through their transition and other women, and it's just not something we talk about very much. I feel like it's easy for me to get information about like menstrual cycles and babies and birth development and all that. I don't feel like there's the same resources around or the same discussion that happens around menopause. And I think it's something really important that people should discuss. And I was able to find this really awesome podcast about it, and it was really eye-opening to me. It made me want to definitely make some changes to the way I eat and exercise now as a way to help make the transition easier for me in the future. I talked a lot about strength training and how after menopause we really do lose a lot of our muscle mass, and so it's important for us to do strength training now to help just kind of build up as much as we can before we go through that transition. And then I've also heard people talk about after the transition, because your metabolism changes, you do need to change the way that you eat and how much you eat, because your body just utilizes food differently. And then they also spend a lot of time talking about foods we can eat now that will minimize the amount of excess hormones in our body, so that when our hormones do change, it's not as severe as a drop. I know a lot of women who have done hormone replacement therapy. I've heard that it's awesome, and I've heard that it's unsafe. So I don't know. My hope is that I will take care of things as much as I can on this end, so that when it does happen, I don't need a ton of interventions to make it livable. But who knows? Everybody's different, I guess. So it will just be interesting to see. I also thought it was helpful that in this podcast they talked about things we can teach our daughters that they can start doing now when they first go through puberty that actually affect menopause. So who would have thunk, right? Anyway, definitely lift those weights. And lately I've also been interested in studying about circadian rhythm and eating and sleeping in a way that's kind of more mindful and respectful of our circadian rhythm. I'll probably do a whole separate video on that, because it's been really fascinating. But it's been something I've enjoyed learning about as well. So what was your mom's experience in menopause? Do women talk about it in your family or with your friends? Do you know women who have experienced it and what their experience was like? And do you have any resources or information that have been helpful to you as you've been preparing or have gone through the change? I just would like to know, because I like information about how to best care for my body, and I want to be a good wife and a good mom and a happy Candace. So I will put the link to that podcast in the description box below, and if you have any insights that you could share with me, I would love to hear them. Okay, have a really great Thursday.